Renaissance is a company that we've been using for our reading assessments in school this year. They have star reading tests, which we've been using to find out students' reading level. And then there's also the accelerated reader program, which allows students to find books or to take quizzes on books to show their comprehension of their using their literary skills and also vocabulary skills. So with this website, if you go to the advanced search, oftentimes we our children are asking us what we should be reading, or students ask me what they should be reading, or they're interested in a book. And really, we want to develop a love of reading. And the way to do that is to make sure that they're reading something that's age appropriate, that interests them, and that is also appropriate to their reading level. So, one feature of this that you can do is you can search a particular title that your child may say that they want to read, and you're then able to see what level that book is. So, for example, if I searched for Harry Potter, I could then, there's lots of different options, but here's the Chamber of Secrets. I'm just going to use that one as a quick example. So I see that the book level is a 6.7 and the interest level is middle grades. So if your child is reading, if their zone of proximal development is a 3.2 for a 5.1, this may be a book that is a little bit too challenging for them in order to be able to read and understand on their own independently without feeling any frustration. If you want, that's a book that interests them, they can always listen to an audiobook, they can read with you. But in terms of reading independently, you really want to make sure that the book that they're reading is within their range. So that, if I go back to that advanced search, I can see that over here, that I can also search for book suggestions. So rather than looking for a specific title, I can look at an interest level. So for us, our students are in the middle grades, grade 5. And then here's that ZPD, which is the zone of proximal development. So that identifies books at the right level to provide optimal reading challenge without any frustration. So for example, I'm going to put in a range here. Let's do 3.0 to 5.5, let's say. And I'm going to email everybody the ZPD for your child. Then I'm going to look up for a specific topic that my child may be interested in. So let's say they are interested in, not fairy tales, I wanted to do fantasy. So let's say they are interested in fantasy. I could then narrow my search even more by being specific that I do want something that's witches, and then I want it to be fiction, and I want it to be in English. And I'm going to search. So I know that the options that are going to show up now are ones that are going to be interesting to students in those middle grades, and the reading level is going to fall within that zone, that it's going to be the perfect vocabulary and content for the child within that range to understand and be able to read independently without feeling frustrated. So this is page 1 of 5 with all different examples of books that fall within that category of fantasy books about witches that are appealing to middle grades, and they have the book level written in there as well. So this is a really, really incredible tool. If I go back again to that advanced search, you can see that there's I selected fiction, but there's nonfiction as well. The number of topics here, there's quite a few, both in terms of genre and then also in terms of subject matter. And then the subtopics, obviously, depending on what it is that you choose. So hopefully you will find use with this tool. And then once you find a book, you can always check our school library or the public library.